Hi, this is Aaron DeRusha, Water Resource Specialist at Washington Conservation District, doing my best radio voice impersonation to bring you some recreation highlights in the northwest part of the county, specifically Paul Hugo Farms Wildlife Management Area. The WMA is off Homestead Avenue, just east of Hugo and Highway 61 if you're in that neck of the woods. A little bit about the WMA. It is the headwaters of Hardwood Creek. Hardwood Creek flows out of Rice Lake to the north and then turns west and discharges into Rice Creek. Rice Creek then flows through the Rice Creek chain of lakes to the south and west and discharges into the Mississippi at Fridley. So this is kind of the headwaters and very upper reaches of the Rice Creek Watershed District. On the WMA, you'll find three different habitat types. As you first pull into the WMA and work your way west, you'll walk through an upland prairie with big, beautiful stands of big bluestem, wildflowers that will bloom throughout the summer. And then if you go and visit in the fall, the absolutely beautiful stands of big bluestem that will be taller than your head in a lot of cases. As you keep moving west, you'll go into a small lowland spot with some tag alder and then come up into a nice mature hardwood forest. In that hardwood forest, you'll find mature oaks, aspens, basswood, and maples mixed together. And if you get off the beaten path, there's some really mature oaks to the north of the access road. As you keep moving west, you'll get to Rice Lake and the boardwalk. There's a carry-in access for canoes and kayaks and that sort of thing. You can access the lake there. The lake is some excellent wetland and waterfall habitat. With the three different habitat types that you find on this WMA, there's great hunting opportunities for all kinds of different species. Deer, for archery and rifle or modern firearm hunting. Turkeys, waterfowl, small game, pheasants, all kinds of different opportunities are found just on this one WMA, which is fairly unique. It is a little different than your classic kind of state park or county park. There's no trails on the WMA. It's more managed for wildlife habitat and recreation forms like hunting. Personally, I do quite a bit of hunting on the wetlands and small ponds around Paul Hugo Farms Wildlife Management Area, just because that area of the county has so much good quality wetland and waterfall habitat. Personally, on my hunts, just on hunts that I've been out on weekends before work, that sort of thing, of the 23 ducks and geese species that we find in Minnesota, I've observed wood ducks, mallards, ringneck ducks, buffleheads, bluebills, hooded mergansers, gadwall, teal, primarily blue-winged teal, Canada geese, and even snow geese. And that doesn't even count the swans and other types of non-game waterfowl that you'd find out there as well. One of these pictures that I have is a really beautiful sunrise on kind of your classic October blustery day where you get the high winds and low clouds and the sun peeking through every now and then with a little bit of spit of snow coming down, kind of your classic waterfall hunting day. And was able to bag two beautiful Drake wood ducks. They're my favorite duck for sure. And I think most people would probably say that just because of the beautiful colors and the iridescence that you get this time of year with the full fall plumage and everything on there. Just really beautiful, especially when you can see them, up close and in hand. Not to mention they taste excellent too. They're some of the best eating ducks that we have in the entire state. But it's not just about bagging a whole bunch of ducks. Sometimes just going out and getting with the kayak one hand mallard like this is just a great morning. One of my favorite preparations, just if I bag one large duck like a mallard, is to really take my time, pluck the duck, keep the skin on it, put a little salt, pepper, oil, maybe squeeze an orange or something like that over it, and then put it in a really hot oven. And it just makes a perfect meal for one person. And you kind of get that whole field to table experience in one day, eating everything while it's fresh rather than worrying about butchering up a whole bunch of ducks that you were able to harvest one morning and freezing meat and everything. It's kind of nice and just puts a nice punctuation on one morning where you can just bag one single duck, spend your day fixing it up, and then have a really nice meal at the end of the day kind of a thing. So that's a highlight for Paul Hugo Farms Wildlife Management Area. Great place to go and check out some really high quality habitat. Or if you want to put on a pair of cold waders and wade out into a swamp, paddle out into a swamp, jump off of it into waist deep water, and stand in the cattails in the dark for a few hours in the morning. That's my preferred method of recreating on a place like this. So hope you get out and enjoy Paul Hugo Farms Wildlife Management Area this fall.